Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Vicious RV of Coldwater, Michigan with an awesome update to what was previously known as the 32RLI, the 33RLI Cougar. And the model number obviously doesn't look too different. If you glance at it, you're like, okay, what's different here? We still have all the big awesome qualities like it's a fifth wheel floor plan on one flat deck, and it only 8,500 pounds dry weight as we see it here today with dual air conditioners, auto leveling, and a partridge in a pear tree. This is what I call a very rare instance of like a portable park model, where it is, it's light enough that if you've got a, say a 3/4 ton or bigger truck and you want to do some snowbird, sunbird camping, it's light enough that it doesn't feel super intimidating to move, although it is pretty long, of course. But it's big enough that if you're going to spend extended time at seasonal sites, park sites like that, you're going to like what you have here. You have carpetless opposing living room super slides with all the campsite window coverage you could ever want, so you get to look at your campsite and not at the sweaty neighbor like me. You've got double power patio awnings on this thing to spend more time outside with LED lighting under both of those. And I know that sounds like a dumb thing, but not everybody adds LED lighting to the second awning. The thing is, though, what they did here is what the 32 lacked. They revised the bedroom and bathroom to give this something for those potential full-time and seasonal RVers that it lacked before. Washer, dryer hookups, but they did it in a way that doesn't just maintain all the big-time storage that it has, it maximized and increased the storage that it used to have. Look, I couldn't have planned that better if I tried.
Come here, I gotta hug you.
So like I said, what you're getting here is something with like a big fifth wheel living space without the extra stair steps that you get in a fifth wheel. Like a 316 Cougar would be a really similar thing. You got that giant 4K Jumbotron over there directly across from what I call Boardwalk and Park Place over here, where you have the heat massage theater seat. It is still a manual recliner, by the way. If you like everything in this RV except for that, like if you're like, I wish it had a power recliner, leave me a little comment. Let me know, like, is that a potential deal breaker factor, or can you live with that? And by the way, I found that if I don't point this out, people think that's carpet. Like I just had a Montana video come out lately that does the same thing in their slides, and people said, oh man, it's just a shame they use carpet in their slide outs. They don't. That is a woven kind of marine grade flooring like you might find in the floor or the deck, rather, of a, say like a pontoon boat. So this is a completely carpetless camper. I think other than the carpet square I wipe my feet on, every single thing in this is completely carpetless. Over here, you have that freestanding table and chairs. What's awesome about this, by the way, do you like how I have this displayed so you kind of get an idea of how the chairs travel going down the road as opposed to also how you use them every day? You do have a choice of a booth, which also, by the way, maintains the no knee knocker dining system over here. So if you got long legs like mine, there's not the big post that you're going to smack your legs onto, which I think is actually really nice. Over here, folks, you made this happen. I ask questions in my videos. Would you like to have a full shade in the full viewing window in the entry door? And it was a resounding, absolutely, yes please. And Cougar said, all right, let's do it. And they made it happen. That is 100% based on your feedback. That wasn't even on Cougar's radar until you folks spoke up. So your input on these videos literally is shaping the development of this brand, which I think is very cool. Now, I think I mentioned, you do have a booth dinette standard in here. The table and chairs is actually optional. You've got the blackout roller night shades on all these windows, and there's dimmer switch lighting, by the way, for all of the lights here in the slide out, which is really nice when it's like movie night or early morning, and you want to cast a little bit of light in here without blinding everybody and getting all revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Name that reference right there, by the way. There are some USB plugs in that theater seat as well. Now, the RV, I'm running into the cabinet behind me. The RV has a 6.5 foot sidewall, but with that big, roughly about 5-inch vault, it opens it right up in here. And as long as we're looking up there, start counting all of the AC vents. Keystone recently stumbled into something in the Keystone engineering department, which has the coolest slogan ever, by the way. But if you ever get a chance, if you're like doing a Keystone tour, ask to go see the engineering department. They have actual wizards working back there, I swear. Anyway, they stumbled into a way to get more airflow down here into the cabin of the RV with less noise. And while they were doing that, they also realized that they could improve the air filtration system in some of their RVs, like their Cougars, their Montanas. They're more premium brands with this residential air filtration system that you have up here, which I think is very, very cool. The vaulted ceiling opens up a lot, and you're going to see makes a huge difference when you're in the shower, which I personally think is very cool. Now, over here on the left, we obviously have just a theater seat. Not the most cuddle compliant thing. For that, you're definitely going to want to be over here on the, the rear sofa. But take note of, like, the power outlets on that back wall. Now, this has a laminated wall, and below that, it has a non-laminated section. So they're actually able to run wiring and outlets in that rear wall to give you USB and household plugs on both sides of that, which I think is very cool. You see behind the Jumbotron, you have yourself a nice little hideaway pantry-tainment center, but it's got one of those like cool, almost Montana fifth wheel symmetry kitchens, where when you're standing at the stove and the microwave, all of the cabinetry just kind of like wraps around you, you know? It's all facing you very directly. Now, while you're looking at all this storage footage here, I want to make mention of the fact that, like, I'm recording this right now at the launch and the grand opening of our Michigan locations. I'm here at my home store in Coldwater, Michigan right now. And you may notice that we've got a big old sale price sign over there on that refrigerator door. I want to explain, use that as an opportunity to explain why I don't usually include pricing in my videos, because that is the price of what we have this RV on sale for today during our special event. That is not going to be the price of this RV potentially even a month from now if pricing changes from Keystone, from the manufacturer. That's why I don't put pricing in my video, because it changes constantly. And I know that there's plenty of reasonable folks who go, yeah, I get that. I'm just trying to get an idea. And I understand that. I truly do. But I need you to understand from my perspective as well, how many people watch these RVs videos 2 or 3 years later thinking that it just came out. People don't always recognize the posting date of an RV. And you think, well, that's more of their problem than our problem. But the problem is those folks come into our store and then they raise Cain claiming bait and switch tactics, which are most definitely not taking place. So unfortunately, I need to leave you links in my video description so you can always see what current pricing is on anything in stock. And the good news is it's one click away, and you never have to actually call anyone and give them your social security number. I didn't mean to get up on my soapbox for that long, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Now, I would normally call this area over here a coffee bar, but it is recessed back, it is cut back pretty aggressively. I don't think you're really going to put like a big old Keurig machine there. I think that's an awesome little phone charge station, but you might notice it's got that little yellow sticker on the outlet over there. Anywhere that you see that, that means that those outlets are pre-wired to an inverter run. So the RV that we're looking at today has the very base Keystone SolarFlex 200 package. It's a sunny day. I don't have a battery hooked up to this RV. The factory 200-watt solar panel is running all of the lights in this RV in every room all at the same time. You don't see any flickering, you don't see anything crazy. Full clarity, I do have the refrigerator shut off. There's no way it would keep up with that refrigerator alone. But that's the base solar package. There's a 400, there's a 600, all of which are expandable. And one of the really cool things that Keystone does with their solar package is, let's say you look at this one and it's only got the 200 package, but you're like, I want more solar than that. We can actually, as a Cougar dealer, upfit your Cougar to the 400 or 600 solar packages and not void your factory warranty. Most brands will not let you do that. And speaking of things you're apparently no longer allowed to do, I guess you can't use the outside showers of your RVs anymore. At least that's what the guy that kicked me out of the Walmart parking lot said. I don't know what his problem was. Whatever. Anyway. Bruh. Now, notice how it's a little bit dark over here by the entry door. One of the neat things is this does have a motion light up here. So as we just get close to this thing, it'll kick on when we need it. You can turn that off or on by choice if you want. I like it in motion mode because it just does what you need when you need it kind of thing. And if that light was always on, that window would glow and you'd have a big old awesome cloud of bugs by the door that you get to eat and pick out of your teeth every time you go in and out of the camper. When it's on motion mode, they don't have a chance to build up like that, you know. Cougars for years now have had the in-command system. I'm liking the newer updates on this, and one of the things that I like most about it is that with the second air conditioner option, if you look at the very top of this screen right here, you can actually run dual zone climate controls. I set one at 80 and one at 79. Obviously not very different, but just to give you an idea. And you can also schedule run times. So if you're going to be away from the RV all day, and then you want to come back to your RV tonight, you can have it kick on like an hour and a half before you get back so that you're not sitting there just burning up your air conditioner the whole time. Porcelain foot flush stool, and I was pretty happy with the space around me. I'm also not I'm a long, tall guy. I had awesome leg room in here. I'm not a very big, blocky, wide dude, though. So if you're a little bit more of a big booty Rudy, you might find it a little bit tight. I'm not sure. This is really the area, by the way, where the 32RLI Cougar became the 33RLI. They revised this bathroom. We still have a nice big rectangular shower there. You saw the awesome headroom, but it's what's going on behind doors number 1 and doors number 2 next to that towel bar over there that really, I think, gave this RV exactly what it was missing. Because I don't know about you, when I start looking at a triple slide, bed slide travel trailer with a big old full front closet, I start thinking of extended long-term stays, and I start thinking of washer-dryer hookups. Now, only about 2% of people actually end up installing a washer-dryer into a washer-dryer prepped RV. I think it might actually be a little bit less than that right now. It doesn't matter. But the fact is, it feels like something that needs to be there, and it's something that just literally was not there before. But if you notice, you can see those hookups are now in this RV, and I actually kind of like how they didn't bury those directly into the bedroom. That way, up front here, you are still maintaining just that full front storage closet. So you have maximum storage, potentially more storage in this than the 32RLI predecessor, and basically just enhancing the function. Now, something that I try to point out all the time is like every one or everything's greatest asset is also its greatest liability. Like I want to share a lot of information, but it means that my videos run long and I get bored along the way, so I crack stupid dad jokes, and thankfully you folks keep tuning in. I haven't figured out that, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. What I'm getting at here, though, they went with a maximum depth bed slide, and it opens this bedroom up significantly, where you have just all kinds of room. You can actually stand in here and put on a pair of pants and not worry about whacking your nugget against a cabinet or something like that. But it also means that you are losing ability to walk around the bed to a degree, and you're climbing into bed basically about half of the way. Now, what we're looking at here, by the way, is a 70 by 80 king bed. The standard is a 60 by 80 queen. At the time of this filming, it does not have side stands when you go with the standard queen bed. I'm actually kind of encouraging Cougar to adopt that, because if you go with the king, you do have limited walk-around space right there. You do have, you're really restricted on CPAP use. Notice how both of those bedside outlets, though, you have USBs, and they are run to the inverter pre-prep. But if you're a CPAP user, it's kind of a tricky situation, so you might want to stick with more of the queen in that instance. But would you like to see side stands with a queen? Would you... Which bed would you choose? A king with no stands or a queen with stands? Let me know. Now, these are always 50 amp. That second centralized air conditioner, that is an optional upgrade. But the cool thing is, if you're looking at one of these at one of our Bish's RV stores that doesn't have the second air, we can always install it for you. No big deal. Now, remember, I said maximized storage. Beginning right down here under the bed, whether it's the king or the queen, it's going to be easy lift. And then you've got that full front closet for storage. Now, you might notice how there's a basically like a shelf at the bottom of the closet right there. Well, that is the front pass-through compartment. See, that's kind of the hiccup that a lot of manufacturers of bed slide travel trailers have. You either have like almost no outside storage, or you might have a full outside pass-through storage, but you might lose the washer-dryer hookups. By putting that washer-dryer hookup in the bathroom, getting it out of this bedroom, I think they finally created a system that's kind of the best of like all of the worlds. And I'd love to hear what you think about that. I think this bedroom-bathroom arrangement is categorically superior to what they were doing in the past. That's my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Now, I don't know that it's a really big deal, and I also don't know why my voice just jumped about 3 octaves right there. Holy cow, I was giving Mariah Carey a run for her money. I heard a dog barking at a whistle in the distance. But something I noticed, with the slide closed, you can't really get back there to that light switch for just the bedroom. At the same time, I don't really know how much that matters when the panel is right here where you could do all that. Or you could do it off your phone. Just a thing that I observed. Now, this model, I think, is something that most people will probably use at a destination. Although, again, there's nothing that says you can't travel with this RV. I could certainly see somebody with a big truck who just doesn't want to give up the bed of their truck, for like a generator or cargo or bikes or something like that, hauling this one around instead of a fifth wheel. That's certainly an option. One of the nice things, though, you saw the bedroom was accessible, the bathroom is accessible, and we can slide right up here past the, slide out, and we can get to some snacktastic kitchen access. Sometimes I'm dim-witted, and the fact is, you can dim these lights too. Did I remember to show you that or not? I'm a dingbat. I don't know. So, the folks that walked in the trailer at the beginning of the video, if you're curious, stay tuned to the end of the video. There's no benefit to the Cougar trailer experience on this, but I just had a really cool, fun moment interaction with them. If you're curious, stay tuned to the end of the video, take a look at that. In the meantime, let's get going around here, all the cool stuff this has to offer you outside. And like I said, I did not have the refrigerator running, but all of the lights that we saw inside, I lit up every single light in the RV all at the same time. That was all being live powered by the magical ball of sunfire through the, mystical crystal panels solar system and being converted into lightning. Magic, literal magic happening before our eyes on the fly by just the 200-watt base solar package that you're seeing on this. Pretty darn awesome. Now, if you notice, like I said, there's a full pass-through storage compartment on this. Well, we're a little close to the trailers beside me, but I did get you some little flyby footage there into that front pass-through storage. Also of note, that's down there, that's where you're going to find your auto leveling controls. That's where you're going to find your your inverter would be there, basically, if it was actually hooked up for that. Your charge controller's there. Plus, there's still storage under the headboard of the RV that I didn't actually even showcase earlier. The holdbacks, magnetic on the baggage doors, which is nice. The, again, dual power awnings giving us maximum campsite patio coverage. And the door is a little bit close to that awning arm, but it's not directly next to it. And the reason I point that out is when doors are right next to an awning arm, if it's raining outside, you're going to get spritzed in the face like a cat up to no good, with a little water bottle spritzing it. You don't got to deal with that here. Now, at least not as much, certainly. That's an anti-slam door as well. So, if the wind catches it, or if you got like a guest who just flings doors, it's not going to go kablammy against the side of things. If you look behind those tires, you actually see one of the legs for something that used to be more common, but has become very rare in travel trailers: automatic leveling. And Cougar does it standard on every model in which it's possible. Their 3 smallest floor plans are actually a little too short for that to actually work and operate. But basically anything with a full super slide, the 26 Cougars and above, fifth wheels, trailers, everything, all standard auto leveling. And that has become exceptionally rare. Now, there is actually a lot of logic in a big model like this that a lot of people say, well, you're going to get it there, you're going to park it. Then you're not going to move it. So why do you need automatic leveling? The answer for me on this model is at 8,500 pounds. Remember, I said it's a little more of a portable park model as compared to, something that you're just guaranteed to just park and leave like a destination trailer. So, if you do feel like moving it around, nothing says you only have to use it seasonal. If you want to tow it every weekend, you're going to be fine. You can do that here. It's built for that. But at the same time, auto leveling, even if you are going to be at one site, is so much more sturdy and stable. It's awesome. Now, getting you a quick look up top there, You notice a very polar white roof membrane. You see white AC shrouds, whether it's the main air or the optional second air. That really helps with the efficiency of the air system so that it blows a little bit cooler. Nobody likes, you know, having hot air blown in their face during the summertime, I think, anyway. I know that my dog certainly does not enjoy the blow dryer in his face after he gets done getting groomed. He really does not enjoy that. But also up there, you saw that 200 solar panel. Again, we can upfit that to the 400, to the 600. We can get the inverters, the batteries. And the 600 package is actually capable of running the main air conditioner off battery power, albeit for a little bit limited time. Folks, once again, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for your input, adding a shade to the privacy door. If you have things that you like, if you have things that you think they could do better, please keep sharing that information. Because not every brand, but at least Cougar, they are listening. They got their claws out and they got their ears up, and they're building their product. They're just giving people what they want. Crazy, right? It's like, no, you don't need that. You need what I tell you you need. No, Cougar's like, what do you want? You want a shade in the door? Pfft, done, got it. You know, you want washer dryer hookups? Got it. They are building the product that you're asking them to build. I think that's very cool. They are a DSI Gold Level Award quality winner last year. I think that's amazing in a very difficult time in the RV industry when there's a lot of concerning things out there in the RV industry. Cougar has risen to the occasion, and they're making the best RVs they've ever made. My opinion. Please share yours. I'd love to hear it. And until next time, take care, stay safe, have fun. Happy camping, everyone. You're on candid camera, buddy.
Oh, come here. I gotta hug you.
Come here. Come on, buddy.
Come here. I watch 1,000 of your videos, and this is our 3rd time here, and you're never here because you've been so busy.
Are you kidding me?
I parked over there, and I go, there he is. I'm going to hug him. My wife's like,
would you believe me that I came back just because you were coming?
I buy it. I buy it.
You would? Because it's not true, but would you believe me?
I'm going to believe you.
You know, what's your name, buddy?
Todd Burke.
Todd, I'm literally recording right now. Are you cool being on camera?
I'm good with it. Yes.
Look at this, Mr. Todd. Thank you for making the trip, buddy. Where are you from?
We live over towards Sandusky, Ohio.
Sandusky. Oh, so
I
you're.
pass 1,000.
Did you bring
places.
me a Cedar Point pass?
I can't afford a Cedar
It's all right.
Point pass because I'm trying to afford a new Cougar.
I don't. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching.
We enjoy it, dude. You kill me. You slay me. You're part of my nightly entertainment. I'll be like,
all right.
Let me see what Josh is.
I want this to go out to my wife. You hear that, honey? I'm funny.
Funny.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank
we
you.
Appreciate it.